So I thought we'd do a little demonstration of the Siphon Brewer today. The Siphon Brewer is a little bit tricky. Basically, you create a vacuum chamber by heating up the water here in this globe, and when it gets hot, the water flows up this chamber, this tube here, up to the top where it mixes with the ground coffee and brews. You let that brew for 90 seconds or 2 minutes, something in that range, and then you remove the heat, and as it cools, the vacuum in the system actually sucks the water from the top back down to the lower globe through a cloth disc filter that is here inside the globe there. So one of the tricky things about the Siphon Brewer, it's very cool because you're using an open flame to brew some coffee. But the tricky part is once you heat the water and it comes up top, to maintain the right temperature at the top for 90 seconds to 2 minutes. It's very easy to kind of overcook the water at the top. So we're going to get our flame going here. I've already got preheated water, filtered water here, and I'm brewing enough for about a 12-ounce cup of coffee. So that's heating up. I'm going to grind out my coffee. I've got a little bit of a Guatemala San Miguel from the Atitlan region, the lake region there in Guatemala. And so we're going to do about 24 grams of this. "25 grams, close enough." So I like to precisely weigh out the whole bean coffee before you grind it. All right, fresh ground coffee, this Guatemalan coffee. It's very nice. This is a light to a medium roast. Any moment here, the water should be coming up to the top. I like to wait until the water starts to fill about halfway, fills the chamber at the top about halfway before I add the coffee. All right. Just going to give that a little stir. Notice it's still wanting to get a little bit too hot up there. But now you've got to kind of play with the heat and bring the flame in and out from under the globe here. You don't want it to begin drawing the coffee back down before 90 seconds or so. I want to watch the top here and make sure there's no boiling, roiling water, kind of bubbling water up there. I'm going to give one more little stir. So that's all the stirring. You don't want to stir the coffee too much. You'll over agitate, you'll cause the coffee to over extract. You'll begin to pull things out of the coffee that you really don't want dissolved. So there we go, we're starting to draw down. Check my timer. We're right past the 90-second mark, almost 2 minutes. So I'm going to remove the heat, turn the burner off, and we're just going to let this draw back down through the filter. It's a little cloth disc filter right there in this area. So as the coffee comes back down through, it's being filtered. You can see the water, the coffee drying out here. The vacuum really creates a nice effect, so it's really pulling on the water, getting it. So the grounds here will be quite dry when we're done. As you can see. You have to be careful, this is pretty hot. Now you can pull this off and it sits right in this little This is the cap that goes here. When you're done brewing, it's kind of like the little docking station for your top chamber. Now we've got this handy little globe to serve the coffee. There you go, coffee on the Siphon Brewer in my good mythical morning mug. Still pretty hot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Siphon Brewer looks cool. It's a lot of fun to use, but it can be tricky to get that brew temperature right and get the extraction just right. This turned out pretty good. All right, and that's the Siphon Brewer. Hey, we'll see you next time.